Hello guys and welcome back. So now let's add the cursor here, because in the last video we've just added the snapping search bar and fab button. Okay, so let's get started. So for the cursor we need to install two packages. Okay, so let's minimize here and then minimize this one as well. Let's look for a cursor slide. Okay, I'm gonna look for that. So Flutter cursor widget, no, this one. I want this one. Okay, so let's click on this one and then we can read through the documentation here. I'm just obviously going to copy most of these. Okay, and then let's click on installation, then let's copy that, open back our application and then go to pubs.yml, then paste it here. And then we need another package, so let's minimize this, and then the next package that we need is going to be the smooth what's that, smooth page indicator. I think smooth page indicator. Okay, yeah, this one, that's the package that we're gonna need. Let's click on it, because what we want is, I just want to show you, we want to either select these kind of dots when we are switching between the images in the cursor. Okay, yeah, something like this. You can see that we have a lot of options we can pick from these. Okay, so yeah, just gonna go to installation, copy that, open back our application and then paste that. Now let's save this, Ctrl S or Command S on the Mac. Okay, well, let's wait for it. So once that is that, we can go ahead. Once that is done, we can go ahead and close this and then create our cursor a list here, slide. Okay, so that one we're also going to put it in the widgets. Okay, we'll create its own widget. So let's go to the home widgets here, right click, new file. So this one, let's call it as a top liked carousel .dat. Okay, so because here we only want to show the top liked images, okay, wallpapers. Okay, this is going to be a stateless widget. Let's type stl. Okay, not sure why it's not getting, yeah, like that. So top liked carousel. Okay, so this one, maybe, let's see, can I make it a stateful widget? Or yeah, maybe let me change it into a stateful widget. Okay, because of the smooth scroll indicator. Okay, so just click on, put the cursor in front of here, and then on top here you can convert it to a stateful widget. Okay, so now this one, what we need first is a controller. Okay, the carousel controller. So let's have a carousel controller. So this one is going to be we're not going to use the page controller, we want to use a carousel controller. So it's coming from the package, this one, carousel controller, and then carousel controller. This is going to come from the package carousel controller, like that. And then for the smooth page indicator, we want to initialize the initial page. Okay, so here we can say current page index. Okay, current let's say page index. Okay, like that, and then we're going to get it like that, current page index. Okay, now once we have that, here we need to return a cursor, but we're going to put it inside the stack, because inside that cursor we want to overlay the smooth page indicator. Okay, so here, instead of returning this, we want to return a stack widget which is going to have children. Okay, so the first child of course is going to be the carousel builder. Okay, so but I'm just gonna, instead of writing all of that, I'm just gonna go to the package and then I'll see if I can just copy one of these methods. Okay, let's go back to the carousel, which is this one. Let's go in the readme, and then here let's see what we're gonna copy. Okay, this is the carousel slide. We want to create a build like this one. Okay, let's see. Okay, looks like there's not much we can copy. We can maybe just copy these options. Okay, let's copy these options. Okay, and then let's go back to the application. So here the first thing that we're going to do is a carousel builder. Okay, so let's say carousel slider.builder, this one. Okay, now let's bring this down and then let's bring this down. Okay, so for the item count here, we need to get the item count from the list of these. Okay, so generally we need to get only the top 10 most liked. Okay, not everything, but our current data here, the default data that we are using, the dummy data, these are 10 items, so we might as well just get everything. Okay, but we're going to make a code here that gets only the most 10, just in case you guys will have more than 10 here. Okay, we're gonna do that. And then here we also need to have a controller. Okay, so carousel controller, which is going to be our controller on top, like that one. And okay, and then the item builder here we need to create. This is going to be a context index, and then we're going to have we can say real index. Okay, real index, like that. And then here we need to return the item. Okay, this item that we will show. Okay, so this item we're just going to create also a widget. So let's just remove everything it has created here. So this will just create build carousel item, like that. And then here also we need to get the item at that index. Okay, so maybe before we go further, let's create a build here. So here what we're gonna do is get the item at this index, but we haven't yet created the items here. So what we're gonna do is let's first paste the options that we have copied from the package. Let's paste that, and then let's close the stack here. And then here let's change some things in the options. Okay, so for the height, let's keep it 200. The aspect ratio, will keep it like that. And then the page, the view function here, maybe let's just keep it as 1. Okay, to take the entire screen. Okay, I will show you how 0.8 will look. Okay, and then we'll change it. Okay, and then the initial page, it's going to be 0. And then let's see, enable to infinity, true. This one is going to be false. And then the duration, let's put a constant keyword here. Okay, 3 seconds. And then here the auto animated duration, this one is fine. Let's just put the constant. Most of these things will leave them the way they are. Auto convert, autoplay curve is fine. This enlarged page to true, and then scrolling, we want it to be horizontal like this, and then enlarged factor. So this one we can just let's remove this for now. Okay, let's remove this, it's not required. Okay, now on page changed, so this one let's put it at the end. Let's cut it out of here, and then let's put it at the end here. So on page changed here, it's going to return the index, and the we can call it reason. Okay, now inside here we're just gonna set state to the current page index like that. Okay, so what else have we forgotten here? I think we haven't forgotten much. Okay, all right, I think that's fine. Now right after this one we have to put now the smooth page indicator, but before that let's create this item, and then also why is the cursor controller not calling it? Let's see what that is. The problem cannot be assigned to the cursor slide controller. Okay, so this is supposed to be the cursor slide controller. Okay, cursor slide controller. So what am I missing here? It has to be carousel slide slider. Correct, carousel slider controller. Let's copy this and paste it here. Okay, now that is sorted. Now let's create the items. Okay, so for the items we want to get the list only, like the top only 10 items which are most liked. Okay, in our case we already have 10 images, but some of you guys can have more images as a dummy data. Okay, so let's create that. Okay, so here we want to have a list which returns a wallpaper. Okay, so what I can do here, because I'm using an assistant, before I write my own code, maybe I can just write a comment. Okay, so I'm gonna say get a list of 10 most liked wallpapers. Okay, so let's see what the assistant will create. Okay, it looks like it's lost. It does not know that we have a wallpaper. Okay, so we're gonna assist it. So let's do list. We have a list of wallpaper, and then now here we want to say get most liked wallpaper. Okay, so here it's almost trying to do it, but what we're gonna do here, we need to sort them out. So let's remove here, then let's say variable, we're gonna sorted wallpapers. This is going to be equal to list. We're gonna say list of list of, okay, first let's import this. Okay, list of wallpaper, and then dot from, we're gonna get wallpapers dot wallpapers. Okay, we're going to get the list like that, and then after that we're going to sort them out. So you're going to write 2 dots and then sort, and then inside the sort here we need to sort A comma B. We're going to sort as per that, and then here we're going to return the B and then likes, and then we compare to A likes. Okay, but we're not going to end there. Okay, so this is just the sorting. We can bring this down. Now here we need to return sorted wallpapers, but we only want to return 10 of them. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is correct, but no, we can just write dot, we only want to take 10 of them here, dot to list, like that. Okay, so this is how we're going to get the 10 most liked wallpapers and then sort them, putting the most liked in front. Okay, so this is going to be the item count. So we're going to get most liked wallpapers dot length. Okay, now here in the item, in the build carousel item here, what we want to do is we want to get most liked item at that index. First here we're gonna say final wallpaper. The wallpaper is going to come to that, and then here we're going to send that wallpaper. Okay, so now let's create this widget. Okay, so we're gonna click over here, Then in front here, we're going to say create a class. Actually, we don't want to create a class. We want to create a method, okay, which is a widget, okay. So now let's create this. So this widget, first let's return a gesture detector, because this is going to be now a carousel item, one item, okay. So now inside this, let's close it out first, because it's going to be clickable. So on top, we know, okay, sorry, on top, so here we need to navigate to the wallpapers detail screen, okay. Navigate to wallpapers detail screen. That's gonna be our on top. And then the child, let's have a container. Okay, so now in the container, first let's have some margin. So this is going to be a constant of age insets dot o. So maybe let's have a 5.0. Next, let's have some decoration. So we're gonna have a box decoration. So this is actually we have done this already, okay, but let's just make the one for the carousel because it's different with this one, okay. So let's just make this, but we've already done this, some widget like this before, but let's just make it anyway. Box decoration, because we're not going to come back to this class again. So let's click tab and then let's see what this has created. So box decoration, it's got border radius of 10, and then decoration image is going to bring assets, a network image. So this is not going to be a network image, this is going to be an asset asset image, okay. For now we are still getting assets image. Later on we'll get the network image when we get the real data, okay. So we need to get that image at that wallpaper, okay. That's great. And then we're gonna cover, okay. Now right after this container again is going to have a child after the decoration, okay. This child is going to be a container. Now in the container again, we want to create that black, the gradient that we created before. We can see that it's already helping us here. Let's click tab. Okay, now it's creating other errors. Let's go back. Let's just create, okay, decoration. We're gonna have a box decoration. So here now it has created the gradient correctly. So we want to have a border radius of 10, and then a linear gradient, bottom center, and then so begin, we want to begin at the not bottom center, we want to begin at the top center, and then end, we want to end at the bottom center. That's what we want to do. And then the colors, so the colors here, the first color is going to be transparent, so this has to be vice versa. Let's cut this, then put it here, and then put a comma. So the first color is going to be transparent, and then this one is going to be black with opacity of 0.7, not 8. Okay, anyway, that depends on you. Now here after this we're gonna have a child, okay. So actually just after this color we're gonna have a child, okay, where we're supposed to put the child after the box decoration where it ends here. Okay, we have to put a child. Now this child is going to be wallpaper overlay. This one, we know that we have already created this as a separate widget, okay. So wallpaper name, we're going to get wallpaper dot name, and then the likes, we're going to get wallpaper dot likes, and then the comments, we're going to get wallpaper dot comments, okay. And then that's it. So now we can save this. So far we have created this carousel widget, top like carousel. Now it's just time to show it in the home screen, but we are not done here. We still need to put some smooth page indicator, okay. So for now let's just show it. So let's go back to the home screen, and then where did we say that we're supposed to show it at this widget? It's going to be this one, okay. So instead of this size box, we want to say top liked carousel. Okay, now that we have it like that, so we have installed some packages. Let's try to hot reload. Okay, now you can see that we have the carousel here. Okay, great. So let's see, you can see that it's moving. You can also move it. Okay, now this view function here is the one, like when we come here, I want to say viewport function to 1. Okay, now let's hot reload. I just want it to take the full screen. Okay, great. So now you can see that we have a carousel here, and then everything is as intended. Our home screen is looking almost done. Okay, now the next thing that we want to do is just to add this smooth page indicator down here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, let's go back to the top liked carousel. Now here, after the carousel slider, so this is going to be, let's put comments, carousel slider. Okay, next let's put overlay of page indicator. Okay, so here let's put first the position widget, so it's going to be like that. Okay, it looks, first let's just close it out to remove the error. Okay, so bottom is going to be 10, left 0, right 0, and then we're gonna have a child. So this child is going to have a center. Now in the center here, let's have an animated smooth page indicator. Animated smooth page indicator, like that. Okay, so let's go back. I've forgotten to add a child here. Center has a child, animated smooth page indicator, like that. So now this one, we need to add what we need to add here. So first is going to be the active index. So this is going to be called our current page index. Okay, and then the count, of course, is going to be, well, like what we are getting here, the count of these items. Let's paste it here. And then effects. Now for the effects, you guys can choose whatever you want here. So for now, let me just get the worm effect, and then I'm gonna say the dot height to be 12, and then what else? Gonna dot width, maybe I'll also say 12, and then dot color, I don't really care about that. Maybe, okay, let me just put it, the dot color, I'm gonna say colors don't. Okay, I'm gonna put the white color with opacity because there is a dark gradient here for the text to be visible properly. So I'm gonna take 0.4. and then what else do I need here? I think I'm gonna need the spacing also. Spacing, I'm gonna put the same 12. What else? And then active dot color, I'm gonna say color. So all of these guys, I'm just looking for these. I'm getting them from the package. Okay, so okay, the active dot color looks like it's just what I've just put here, but this one I wanna be white. Okay, this one I'm gonna say dot color. Yeah, dot color. The active dot color is going to be white. The dot color is going to be with the opacity, and then the active is going to be white. Okay, now after this, we're gonna have the dot clicked. Okay, so let's click tab. It looks like it knows what we are doing now. The index is going to carousel controller would animate to that index. Okay, that is going to be it, but it looks like we are missing a bracket. Let's put a bracket here. Okay, so you have to be careful with generated code. Always there some kind of bracket is missing or something. Okay, so I think that is it. If we hot reload, now you can see that I've got these dots here. Okay, as it moves, you can see that it's doing the worm effect. Okay, so all of these effects, guys, you can come back here, and then if you search for this same package, which is a smooth page indicator, like I've shown you before, you can just select what effect, because right now I think we are using this one. Okay, the worm effect. When it moves, you can see you can just select between all of these. This is also entirely up to you guys. Okay, so that's it, guys. Looks like the UI for the home screen is done. We can see that we have done all of these. Now you can see these effects here. It's like a see-through there. Okay, great. So now this UI is almost done. If we just need to put some, like if we search, we can have something searched here. Okay, and then if we change these as per, you can see right now we're not doing anything. Once we change this, I think is the next thing that we're going to do to make these active. If we change the category, and then this, it will only show the category that we have clicked here. Okay, yeah, great. So yeah, that's it about this video, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and consider leave a like to the video.